Today we wanted to talk to you guys about our dog, Lydia. She has been in our family for over 9 years now.
Yesterday morning, we got up and I noticed that there was something a little off. She seemed a little bit slower and less alert. Throughout the day, we were noticing a lot of stuff that she was doing that wasn't her. Yeah, it wasn't what she normally does. If someone were to come to the door, she usually jumps up, runs to the door, barking, even if someone's walking their dog. When we walked up to her to say hi, she wouldn't get excited. She would just kind of look at us. When she did move, it seemed like she was in pain and she didn't want to move her body.
We'd opened the door to have her go potty outside, and then she finally got the strength to stand up, and she walked a couple steps and she was like, I'm not going out there. And she just turned back around and go back in her bed. As
the day started getting later and later, she seemed to be getting worse, less active. We started doing research online, putting in all her symptoms. And one thing came across was poisoning. And I think that's when
I was thinking the other day when I was telling you guys when I was changing out that transmission or the antifreeze in my car. As I was watching the video, the person said, don't let your animals get into this stuff because it has a sweet smell and the dogs like it, so they'll lick it up. So that's why I cleaned it off my driveway. And I was thinking I dried it really well, but I was like, is there a possibility that there was residue still in the driveway and she could have been outside licking under the car? That started scaring me, and I did some more research on people who's had their pets get into antifreeze, and they were saying all the symptoms, what their pets were going through. And I was like, that's exactly what my dog is going through right now. So we looked into more research on how long it takes for this stuff to kick in and stuff. And they said if you don't catch it within the first 12 hours and go into a vet, the next 48 hours to 72 hours, there's kidney failure, and the dog will there's nothing you can do, and the dog's just gonna pass away. We need to take her into the emergency room.
Yeah. I mean, what time was it? 9?
Yeah, it was
9 p.m. We had her ready. By that time, her lower back, she was so wobbly. When she would walk, her back legs would cross over her other legs.
After I watched this YouTube video, this person was saying the same symptoms that Lydia has, and they said once they got their dog inside of the vet, the dog started seizuring at the vet, and the dog ended up passing away.
Mike took Jirah, the dog.
So when I got Lydia in the car, every probably 30 seconds, she started whimpering and crying. And I remember trying to prepare Jirah. I was like, Jirah, there's a possibility she's gonna be seizuring up. It's just a very stressful moment for me because I didn't know what to do except just take her to the hospital. Literally the whole drive there, Lydia was just crying. I feel like she's having that kidney failure, and it's just not a good situation.
When he took Jirah and Lydia, I had the kids, and let's just come together. We need to pray for Lydia. And I told the kids what was going on. And I said, we don't know what's going to happen. I'm just kind of preparing them that.
They said I had to stay at my car because of COVID and all this stuff. So the nurse actually came out and started asking me questions. So you think this is a possibility antifreeze thing? And I said, yes. Basically, she's like, okay, well, we're gonna take the dog. We'll contact you, so stay in your car. Yeah, I was at the car for probably 45 minutes, contacted me, said, hey, we're gonna have a doctor actually come in and see her. She said it was gonna be possibly 2 hours until they actually see the dog. So you can go home and we'll call you and give you an update. Savannah and I were actually sitting on the ground in here for 2 hours, just sitting by the phone, just
fully dressed, shoes on,
ready to go,
thinking a call is gonna happen any minute.
Those 2 hours went by so slow, and it was just draining because it's just how's our dog doing, They called us at 5 a.m. And then they said the doctor's gonna be checking Lydia out at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So once I got a phone call from the doctor, they said we have some options here. We could do some blood tests, a urine test, and I was just like, yeah, get those things done. They said in the blood work and urine work, you'd be able to see if she was poisoned. I think it was around 9 a.m. we got a phone call back, and they said we have some good news, and they said her blood test results came back perfect.
Yeah.
Her urine test was fine. They said everything turned out. That was a huge relief.
There was nothing to show what's going on with her body.
The possibility of what could be going on with her is like a spinal disc, like inflammation. I guess there's like a bunch of nerves. So they kind of gave us medication for her for pain. Hopefully she gets better within a few days. She's still the same. We'll probably take them in.
The kids were waiting for Mike to get home. Hoping the next couple days she gets better and rest will help her. It was just such a crazy scare.
We're glad we're able to bring you this good news, and hopefully she just gets some rest, and hopefully she feels better.
What color is your shirt? What color is your shirt? No. What color is it?
Brown.
Good job.
You gonna let Liddy rest?
Yeah.
Okay.